I'll have it pulled up here too.
इलेक्शन कमीशन का ये है उत्तर
एक
प्रदेश.
सेकंड मैं अपना लैपटॉप में चार्जर डाल देता हूँ.
हाँ, तो चार्जर डाल दे. So as you guys can see, SP got 37, BJP 33, down from 62 of last time. Indian National Congress 6, इनको फोकट का मिला. Basically SP का इनको पूरा मिल गया. RLD 2, SP KR 1 और ADAL 1. So
Correct.
this is the map that should be on the screen, right?
Yes, that is the shocker, right? And let's start from if you just go back, we'll go to Ayodhya in a second because that's the seat that's the most talked about. Look at the east. That is the shocker. The east region, the Purvanchal region, where even actually do you mind, Kushal, if I share my screen on this?
Sure.
Because then
you can share your screen.
Then I can point a couple of seats and stuff like that, and people can tell me. And then folks, if you want to discuss about one specific seat that we missed, please write to us on super chats and stuff, and maybe we can talk about that exact seat. So this is the region. This is Yogi's stronghold. This is where BJP completely swept the last time. And look, this is Prime Minister Modi's seat, Varanasi, and this is where the BJP should be shocked. The margin was only 150,000 votes. Now, I've heard a bunch of theories. The reality is, and here is the shocking part, there was a 9.5% swing away from the BJP in the Prime Minister's constituency, where the Prime Minister has worked towards the Congress. Why has that happened? That the BJP has to answer or ask itself, because this is the biggest shocker. And then the other two, Phulpur and Bhadoi, they only won by 4,000 votes. Phulpur only by 40,000. I guarantee you, if they were not next to Mr. Modi's constituency, BJP would have lost these two as well. थोड़ा वो Prime Minister के आसपास का effect आ जाता है. But this is Anupriya Patel, and then this was another shocker. Allahabad, Prayagraj, a seat that BJP should have won. Rita Bahuguna Joshi won by a huge margin last time. BJP changed the candidate. SP has this old leader, Revati Raman Singh. Unka beta Ujjwal Raman Singh, he fought on a Congress symbol and he won comfortably. So this is where the election, this was the difference between 260 and 240 for the BJP. Because in Purvanchal, a lot of us, like I expected BJP to have some losses, but I did not expect them to go below 50. Ultimately, they went to 33. You add that 17 seats and BJP is at 257. It's a whole different game. Then you need two allies and you are essentially set for 272. And which were the shockers? Chandauli, this entire belt. If you see, this is Balia. Balia is where our ex-Prime Minister Chandrasekhar, his son not Rajiv Chandrasekhar, I'm sorry, Neeraj Shekhar was contesting. Neeraj Shekhar lost Balia. Then this other Ghazipur, this is Manoj Sinha's seat, who's now the governor of Jammu and Kashmir. It was given to his loyalist. And Afzal Ansari, the brother of Mukhtar Ansari, the gangster, he won. And look at the margin in Ghazipur, 1.2 lakh votes. It's kind of shocking. And then this Chandauli, Mahendranath Pandey, your Brahmin face, he loses Chandauli. And then Robertsganj, Chote Lal wins my favorite candidate, that's his description, Mr. Chote Lal. He beats Apna Dal from there with a comfortable margin. So my thing was, he won by 1.2 lakh votes. That some of the Bhumihar vote went away to Samajwadi Party. There are these caste parties like the Nishad Party, Apna Dal, Sohel ka, the Kurmis. You have this Om Prakash Rajbhar Suhel Dev Samaj Party. There is some Pasi vote. All of those votes may have broken and gone to the Samajwadi Party. There could have been some upper caste vote as well that has broken and gone to the Samajwadi Party. It's an 8% swing. 8% swing is not normal. The last time BJP
I think one major factor is that last time when they did this BSP and SP coalition, right? It's quite clear that the Jatav Yadav fault line is so high. It does not lead to vote transfer at that efficiency. But when SP Congress come together, the vote transfer has become more comfortable. But SP Congress was together in the assembly also. That time it didn't happen.
So I heard a UP journalist. What he said was SP Congress was together in assembly, but the booth workers did not work. This time, the booth workers, I don't know if Akhilesh sort of stepped in and stuff, and essentially he led the campaign, so he may have. And they said there was a lot of booth sort of alignment between them. Also, BJP should send a thank you letter to Mayawati. She helped them out in at least 15 to 16 seats, and otherwise BJP's tally could have been close to 20 or 22 because of Mayawati's vote.
Yeah, but Mayawati has always fought elections, right? So
no, she has absolutely no. I'm just that's a facetious
listen,
sort
the
of
fact
argument.
the fact of the matter is the BJP had some anti-incumbency towards them, which was underestimated by everyone. And I'll put my hand up and be the first one. I never thought itni anti-incumbency hoegi. But interestingly, anti-incumbency is not there in Bihar, but it is there in UP. It is in Maharashtra, but not in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. It is very interesting that anti-incumbency also is very localized. So if anti-incumbency is not consistently there in pan India, if there is anti-incumbency that they should not have gotten seats in Odisha and so many places.
Correct.
So I just think it boils down to one thing. It was horrible candidate selection, and Mr. Modi and Shah thought that the pure charisma of Mr. Modi and his name will bail them out. Well, the voter has given them a middle finger.
But the shocker is in Lucknow, where BJP, again, huge margin, the margins have reduced to 1.3 lakh votes. So the real question the BJP UP has to ask himself, why have your margins gone down in Lucknow and Varanasi? Those are the two safest seats.
Hema Malini wins by a bigger margin than Narendra Modi. Are you saying she's more popular than Narendra Modi?
No, wo to Kishori Lal Sharma wins by a bigger margin, right? Wo to bakwasi hai.
None of this is making any sense. People are giving a lot of theories. Like there is this massive theory going around. There is internal sabotage in the UP BJP unit. Why?
Yeah.
Why would anybody do an internal sabotage?
But no one would. But the fact is, if Mr. Modi and Rajnath Singh both won by 3.5 lakh votes last time, right? So you have had 2 lakh votes shift from one side to the other in the margin, right? 1 lakh vote essentially shifted. Margin aise kam hota hai. So why is that happening?
A bit of it must have been that their voters were complacent, did not come out. But clearly people have voted against them. You have to accept that. Now, whether you agree with the ones who are voting against them or not is a separate issue. The point is, in the democracy, people are supreme. You have to respect the people.
That's correct. And the whole question is also the Yogi, the dynamic between Yogi and the national leadership of BJP. I personally never thought there was an issue or something, and there still may not be. But if there is even a 1% issue, they need to figure it out, because they cannot. If they don't, then they're going to lose the assembly elections. And that's a problem. So now the biggest seat that everyone's talking about, Ayodhya, and I want to burst a few myths about this seat. First of all, people talk about Faizabad as if it's some strong BJP seat. It's not.
They lost it in 9, I think 4 and 9 also, na?
Correct. Vinay Katiyar is the only one before Lallu Singh who has won. One thing, I did talk to a couple of local UP journalists and to report. They said Lallu Singh was not the wrong candidate. He was a good candidate.
Yeah. 55,000 votes se hi hara hai bhai.
But yahan pe you have to give credit to Akhilesh Yadav. He recognized that the Dalit vote was shifting a little bit and the SC vote was shifting. So he gave it to a Dalit leader. From this is a general seat. It's not a reserved seat. Yet it was given to a Dalit leader who's a local MLA. Avdesh Prasad is also not a sort of a bad-faced sitting MLA hai, so has the connect with the constituency. And in this case, Mayawati gave it to a Brahmin. So there was some weird dynamics going on in the Ayodhya seat.
Bhai,
Second,
एक minute, can I just share some data? In 2014, right? For Varanasi,
I thought you were sharing screen.
No. Varanasi ka just perspective for Modi's thing. I just want to say, 2014 में 5,81,000 approximate votes थे Modi के. 19 में 6,74,000 votes गिरे मोदी को. 24 में 6,13,000 approximately गिरे मोदी को. ठीक है. 2014 में INC, SP and BSP अलग अलग लड़े थे. 19 में SP और INC अलग लड़े थे. BSP and SP साथ लड़े थे. इस बार आईएनसी एंड एसपी साथ लड़े हैं. मैं तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ, वोट ट्रांसफर उनका बेहतर होता है और कोई कारण नहीं है. ये सबसे बड़ा कारण है कि आईएनसी और एसपी का वोट ट्रांसफर बेटर है.
नहीं वो तो कारण है, but the fact is also that his vote share went down by 9.5%. But he actually got 60,000 votes less than were polled last time. He got 6.75. This time he got 6.1 lakhs, and the total number of elect people that voted went up by 1 lakh. So aapka turnout was 10 lakhs, that went up to 11.3 lakhs. So technically the prime minister should have gotten 30-40,000 more votes. He instead got 70,000 less. So that's
Yeah,
a
yeah, I
net loss of
understand
1
that.
lakh. And
I
that is the margin. वरना तो 2.5 लाख का ही मार्जिन था, कुछ तो मार्जिन कम होता ही, मतलब I never believed कि 5 lakh का margin होता है, because Varanasi is not like some BJP seat like Gandhinagar, right? Varanasi does have 40% base. Murli Manohar Joshi almost lost it in 2009.
भाई सिंपल और एक तेरा फैजाबाद का, आई ऑल्सो वांटेड टू शेयर सम डेटा. अयोध्या सेगमेंट में बीजेपी ही जीती है एज ऑलवेज, बट फैजाबाद सेगमेंट में 4 है तेरे, बीकापुर, रुदौली, मिल्कीपुर और दरियाबाद. ये 4 है ना उसमें असेंबली सेगमेंट. वही तो ये लोग जीते हैं चारों के चारों में. एंड ऑल दोज आर बेसिकली रूरल सेगमेंट्स. बीजेपी का सुपड़ा साफ हुआ है रूरल सेगमेंट में.
Absolutely, and we'll come to Western UP in a second. But there is another factor also that didn't that hurt them, and not doing some sort of tie-up with Raja Bhaiya. Now Raja Bhaiya is the local Bahubali of Kunda, which he has a influence in 2 Lok Sabha seats, and I am pretty sure that he swung 2 Lok Sabha seats for the Samajwadi Party this time. He typically has leaned towards Samajwadi Party, but when Kalyan Singh was in power a couple of times, he did give his weight to the BJP. Now I don't like Raja Bhaiya's politics, but हकीकत इंडिया की जो है वो देखनी पड़ती है.
अरे हकीकत इंडिया की है. ब्रिजभूषण सिंह जिसके अगेंस्ट इतना सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट के चार्जेस है, वो फिर से जीत गया बीजेपी से.
बिल्कुल.
तो यार हमारा देश क्या है? मेरा प्रश्न ये है ना, हमारा देश क्या है? बीजेपी की इतनी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी में ब्रिजभूषण सिंह जीत के आता है.
तुम लोग देखो ये गुजरातियों को कितना अफेक्ट किया. मोनांक पटेल को उसने पाकिस्तान को हरा दिया टू चीयर अप बीजेपी सपोर्टर्स यस्टरडे.
बिल्कुल.
So, and he did it with the help of a Nitish Kumar in US. And here is the funny thing, वो नीतीश कुमार पहले कनाडा की तरफ से खेलता था, 6 महीने पहले बदल गया.
रिजल्ट्स की वजह से मूड खराब था 2 दिन से. कल का मैच देख के मूड खुश हो गया.
I was joking. People actually said that. Wow, thank you for proving me right. That's funny. But yeah, Brijbhushan ka beta did win. Karan Bhushan Singh, I think uska naam hai. But let's go to the other parts of UP, because UP is a, varna we'll.
अरे तो ब्रिजभूषण का बेटे को क्यों दिया सीट? For obvious reasons ना. Let's get real.
So now we get to the central part of UP. Before we go to fully the western UP, right? Pilibhit, like we talked about, Farrukhabad, Hardoi, BJP did do well, but their margins went down. Now Sakshi Maharaj won comfortably last time. His margin was 35,000, and for the longest time
of this guy, ये जीत गया.
Yeah, हम लोग live बोल रहे थे that he was essentially trailing at one point of time, and then won. The surprise for them was Doraha, which BJP, which they won last time. Then there is Sitapur, which they again won, that Congress won. And this Congress belt is very interesting. So obviously this is Raebareli, which we expected Rahul Gandhi to win. Amethi was the surprising package, but ultimately he won it by 1.6 lakh votes, right? So the question is, was the 2019 margin very small? What happened? The fact is that some vote did shift from the BJP to Congress, and I think the Congress played a right strategy by nominating a local face. See, everyone was laughing and making fun of Kishorilal Sharma, but the fact is he's been there for 40 years, or kuch bhi jo, whatever he did, the votes did transfer. And Amethi and Raebareli has also a very strong SC population. The 400 par Samvidhan Bachao thing, what Akhilesh played, now call it smart politics, whatever you do, it had worked there. So I think that is the reason. And internal BJP voices were also telling me that they were not sure about Amethi till the last minute. This is the one that is the most shocking, I felt. I never expected BJP to lose Sultanpur. Menka Gandhi, standing from Sultanpur, she should have won this seat, I think, by a comfortable margin.
There was heavy anti-incumbency against BJP. I mean, one should just accept that.
Absolutely. This entire belt.
In UP,
right
there
here
was anti-incumbency against the Bharatiya Janata Party. Just accept that. They didn't like them.
all these regions they do. Now when we come to the place where BJP did do pretty well was Western UP. So there are two things that happened in Western UP. One, BJP had an alliance with the RLD, these two green pockets you see, Baghpat and Bijnor, where they won. Bijnor bhi marte haare because Bijnor they should have won by a lot bigger margin. They won by 37,000 votes. So either the transfer didn't happen and BSP gets 2.2 lakh votes in Bijnor, right? So this was the heartland of the Jat anger, so forth, and stuff. And where they won comfortably is Gautam Budh Nagar, which is Noida. That they won by 6 lakh votes. And but Aligarh, again, Aligarh should shock. Look at the margin in Aligarh, 15,000 votes for the BJP. So all these regions,
isn't this even more evidence of heavy anti-incumbency?
Heavy anti-incumbency. And Mathura, Hemaji, whatever she did, 3 lakh votes, 2.93 lakh votes, right? So now I think we are all a little too sort of harsh on Hema Malini. See, here is the thing. What multiple people have told me,
candidate boss काम करती होंगी.
Multiple people have told me that she has in touch with the village sarpanches. वहाँ पे funding भी जाती है. She has a house in not Banaras, in Vrindavan. And so I don't know. I think we are a little too sort of harsh on her. But where the BJP, what hurt the BJP really hard was Kairana, Muzaffarpur, and Muzaffarnagar and Saharanpur. Saharanpur was a seat that they won, but Saharanpur is about 40%, 45% Muslim votes. And typically they were hoping for a Hindu call, Raghav Lakhanpal ke against a pro-Hindu sort of polarization. And BSP also put up a Muslim candidate who got 1.8 lakh votes. But the fact is, and this is the reality, some of the Hindus of Saharanpur did vote for Imran Masood. I mean, if BJP supporters are not...
एक minute, who is Imran Masood? Boti Imran Masood.
Exactly.
This man who said, I will chop the prime minister into pieces. This is the man they voted for. What good?
Yeah. So Saharanpur...
You vote for rapists. You vote for gangsters. You vote for separatists. Good on you.
And I'll give you a sort of a history of Saharanpur, right? In 2014, Raghav Lakhanpal wins. Saharanpur gets 4.72 lakh votes. Imran Masood gets 4 lakh, and BSP and SP get 2.3 and 52,000. Then BSP and SP are in alliance, and Haji Fazlur Rahman wins Saharanpur. Raghav Lakhanpal gets 4.9 lakh votes. At that time also, Imran Masood splits the Muslim vote and gets 2 lakh, right? This time, Raghav Lakhanpal gets 4.83 lakh votes, and then Imran Masood wins. The fact is, the amount of people that voted for Raghav Lakhanpal in 2019, 10,000 less people have voted in 2024. The turnout has gone down by 4.5% in Saharanpur. So, yes, I mean, the fact that they lost, but if the same amount of people had voted and the additional percentage what you get in terms of that, they could have won this seat. So I'm saying,
but I don't believe that BJP has lost because of their voters not turning out. BJP has lost because many people have voted against them. I don't want the BJP to be left scot-free. Listen, if the voters think you have not delivered, they don't vote for you. So the people in UP at a statistically significant number thought BJP has not done good enough work. So the BJP has to accept that and do what is needed to be done.
Correct. And the other reason why here is after the Mr. Purushottam Rupala's comments, there was a lot of Rajput anger there. Sangeet Som was who's the BJP MLA. Him and Sanjeev Balian did not get along. You saw that in Muzaffarnagar. When your MLA and MP does not get along, Sanjeev Balian, a seat that he should have won comfortably, he's losing by 24,000 votes. Right? Kairana, Hukum Singh used to be the old face of BJP from Kairana. They lost Kairana. And this seat should shock, which people are not talking about. But Chandrasekhar Azad or Chandrasekhar Ravan Azad or something.
सारे basically मायावती के वोट उसको चले गए ना. मायावती के कैंडिडेट के सारे वोट चले गए इधर.
सारे चले गए.
जाटवों का पूरा वोट ट्रांसफर हुआ.
And Samajwadi Party essentially gave. So there were two UP journalists who told me, bhai, he is winning Nagina. And I'm like, really? And they said, yes, Samajwadi Party अपना पूरा और Congress अपना पूरा वोट उसको दे रही है. My question is, that when they can do that, BJP should have done that the same thing with RLD, right? But the RLD BJP vote transfer did not happen the same way the Samajwadi Party Congress vote transfer happened. And yes, there is a Muslim Yadav consolidation. Muslims in Yadav are about 29% of UP's population. But if you look at Samajwadi Party and Congress's vote share, it's almost, if you, with the independents that they backed and stuff won, it's almost 44 to 45%, right? So वो कहाँ से आया? That is because they broke some of the BJP vote. That is there, and that is the story of UP. BJP getting back the people that they had convinced them to vote for each other, not in 2019 but in 2014. Right, and this is one state where we were laughing about Yogendra Yadav when we gave him credit, but one thing he said that this election in UP, he saw UP going back to its original politics, where in 2014 or 2019 people looked beyond caste and voted. 2019 mein Pulwama was the issue. 2014 it was an anti pro Modi wave, so people were voting beyond their usual voting preferences. He said 2024, according to him, was a going back to those in UP, and he's proven absolutely right. Because if you remember, in 1999 BJP is typical average performance in UP is between 35 and 40 seats. Then sometimes they go up to 50, sometimes they go below to 25. Couple of times they've performed very below to like 10. But by default, UP is a Hindutva state. You will get 30 to 35 seats for BJP. And if you add up BJP and the allies, so it's 30 through 30. So they have gotten 38 seats. So they've actually managed to keep up their average performance.
The only way the Indie Alliance or the Indie Alliance mindset can survive in Indian politics is until the Hindus vote their caste. It's all. And people who tell me that when I say annihilate Jati Varna, well, when you don't annihilate Jati Varna, this is the result you get. So keep saying, there is a certain group that was on the day of the results. Oh, look, all these people, Savarkarites. Listen, the Savarkarites, if they had their way, that's the only way BJP remains in power. If people like you have your way, then this is the only result that can come. The only time BJP gets a majority is when Hindus get over caste. If Hindus have caste consciousness, this is exactly what happens.
I'm telling you, look at Bansgaon, the margin, 3,000 votes. Aligarh, like I said, 15,000 votes. I mean, if BJP did not see the sign and does not do some course correction in Uttar Pradesh, they are in for a huge shock. Because the fact is, bach gaye. Look at Farrukhabad, 2,600 votes. There are so many close contests that could have, and this is not to suggest that Samajwadi Party did not win close contest. They won Hamirpur in a close contest. But the fact is, BJP is the incumbent. Samajwadi Party is the challenger. So you expect the challenger to eke out only in close contests, because by default, some will go to the incumbent. But there is some anti-Hardoi again, 27,000 votes. There are so many margins in Uttar Pradesh under 40,000 votes that it's kind of shocking. And there is just some discussion that needs to happen between Mr. Yogi Adityanath and Narendra Modi that that needs to change. Because this, the fact is, you lose elections, you win elections and stuff. But the biggest shock that came from UP, Maharashtra, even Karnataka and Rajasthan was that why did we not do what we expected? We didn't do what we expected because maybe we didn't listen to the right people. Maybe we listened to the wrong feedback. So and that is what needs to change. The feedback loop, the feedback mechanism. Who is giving you feedback?
The BJP also started living in echo chambers, and I am willing to accept that. See, right. The sign of a good political outfit is that they don't fall for the echo chamber effect. They correct course, and I hope the BP does, and they start listening to people way more than they are right now. And listen, at the end of the day, another very interesting thing, most agencies had predicted that female voters overall will cross the male voters, but this time the overall turnout in 2024 Lok Sabha was 65.79, male voter turnout was 65.8, and the female voter turnout was 65.78, and the third gender turnout was 27.06. So the women were just less. And guess what, Adit? another interesting stat I wanted to let you know. You know why BJP is where they are? Because the
Mhm.
women again saved their ass. Because the NDA won 18 out of the 22 constituencies where women voters exceeded men by 10%. Basically, women voters again bailed NDA out and BJP
Mhm.
out, and the men really hate the BJP.